Greetings, welcome to Facts About Everything. I'm your host, James Egan. Today we're going to look at the Halloween and Christmas classic, The Nightmare Before Christmas. Many people believe this is the best film that Tim Burton has ever directed. This is impossible, since Tim Burton didn't direct this film. To which many reply, yes he did! He wrote the story, he did the characters. Yes, he did write the story, and he did create the characters. But he wasn't the director. Henry Selick directed The Nightmare Before Christmas. In fact, Tim Burton was only on the set for 10 days. Ironically, the film is called Tim Burton's The Nightmare Before Christmas in certain countries. Who's Henry Selick, you may ask? Henry Selick directed the underrated Coraline and worked on the astounding Kubo and the Two Strings. He also did Monkey Bone.
There he was. Monkey Bone!
That was an off day. And that is the first fact about The Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's dive in. Tim Burton came up with the story when he saw Halloween decorations being torn down from a shop and being replaced with Christmas decorations. Tim Burton considered turning the story into a TV special. Burton strongly considered making a sequel that revolved around St. Patrick's Day. This film would have been called The Unlucky Clover. Hey, that's a good idea. That would do really well in Ireland. Get on that. The lead character is Jack Skellington. He first appeared as an ornament in the film Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice was also directed by Tim Burton. Well, not also, because he didn't direct this. You know what I mean. The shrunken head toy is a reference to the shrunken-headed man that appears in the final scene of Beetlejuice. The Beetlejuice similarities don't end there. The snake that Jack delivers to kids looks pretty like a sandworm in the film Beetlejuice. The original story was simply a 3-page poem. On the DVD, you can listen to Christopher Lee narrating the original poem.
Jack Skellington was his name. He was tired and bored in Halloween land. Everything was always the same.
It took 100 people to make the film over a period of 3 years. Behemoth is based on the B-movie actor and wrestler Tor Johnson. Sally's insides are made of leaves. Because Sally has rigor mortis, the animators thought it'd be funny if she had trouble walking. This idea was scrapped as she looked drunk while moving around. Jack Skellington cameos as a pirate in the film James and the Giant Peach. Oh yeah, he does. James and the Giant Peach was also directed by Henry Selick. Elvis plates can be seen in the first house that Jack Skellington visits. This is a reference to Elvis' song, Blue Christmas. Jack Skellington was supposed to have eyes. Somehow, giving him eyes would make him look terrifying. Disney was worried The Night Before Christmas was inappropriate for children, so they dropped the film. It was then picked up by Touchstone Pictures. However, the trailer said that this was a Disney film, even though it wasn't. Lock, Shock, and Barrel's names are derived from the phrase Lock, Stock, and Barrel. Paul Rubens voices Lock. Rubens is best known for playing Pee-wee and Pee-wee's Big Adventure, which was also directed by Tim Burton. Wait, he didn't direct this. There was a scene showing Oogie Boogie dancing with bugs, but it was cut. Patrick Stewart was originally cast as a narrator. Stop animation is so painstaking, a character had to be moved 12 times for 1 second of filming. 230 sets were made for the film. There are 7 holiday doors: Halloween, Christmas, Thanksgiving, Easter, St. Patrick's Day, Valentine's Day, and Independence Day. Jack Skellington fighting aliens with Jeff Goldblum and Will Smith. Best sequel idea ever? Tim Burton made up the story when he was a teenager. In the first draft, there are only 3 characters: Jack, Zero, and Santa Claus. Danny Elfman composed the music for the film. He has composed several songs for Tim Burton films, including the theme song for Beetlejuice and Batman. Chris Sarandon provides the voice of Jack Skellington.
Nice work, Bone Daddy.
Yeah, I guess so. Just like last year, the year before that, and the year before that.
When the producers learned that Sarandon couldn't sing, Jack Skellington's singing was provided by Danny Elfman.
What's this? What's this? There's color everywhere. What's this? There's white things in the air. What's this? I can't believe my eyes. I must be dreaming. Wake up, Jack. This isn't fair.
Elfman also voices Barrel and Clown with the tearaway face. Elfman said writing the songs for this film was one of the easiest jobs I've ever had. Zero's nose is a tiny jack-o'-lantern. In the opening scenes, you can see that the bats are on wires. This movie is stop-motion, so the wires are completely unnecessary. They were put in as a reference to awful special effects from old horror movies. The scenes where Jack reaches for the doorknob in Christmas Land was the hardest shot to animate in the entire movie. 400 heads were made for Jack Skellington. Vincent Price was cast as Santa Claus. Sadly, he died before he could complete his lines. The film cost $18 million. It made $75 million at the box office. If a single frame was out of place, the animators had to reshoot the entire scene. There are 60 characters in the film. Up to 4 puppets were made for each character. It took 1 week to film 1 minute of footage. Despite the amount of effort that was put in the puppets, only 4 puppeteers worked on the entire movie. The director wanted Oogie Boogie to be Dr. Finkelstein in disguise. surprise, Tim Burton was so angry when he heard this idea, he kicked a hole through a wall. Okay, everybody knows Tim Burton's eccentric, but I didn't realize he was crazy. And finally, 2 inventions were created for the film. The light alarm was devised to warn animators if the stage lights failed to come on. Also, a system was created so a puppeteer could switch to another puppet if their original puppet malfunctioned. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Please let me know if there's any other animated films or any Christmas-themed movies you want me to talk about, and I'll upload it as soon as possible. To learn more facts, check out my books on Amazon. They're available on paperback and Kindle. Thanks for watching. See you again.